some more? Yes. There we go. There you are. What about it? Yes. Oh, yes.
Well, do you have any legal qualifications? Well, unless you can complete all the paperwork I need to sell my house, then no, you cannot help me. I need to speak to my solicitor.
One day, Zara, she is his grandmother.
Well, have you seen this? Look, it's not even 9 a.m. yet. We wouldn't let anyone inject our child with nicotine, so why is it acceptable to be force-feeding him with another poison?
It's a little bit of chocolate. It's hardly tantamount to child abuse, is it?
Don't mind me.
We weren't talking about...
No. But if you think I'm in the slightest bit interested in whatever bile you two are spitting at each other this morning, you're very much mistaken. I'll be in my room.
Good morning.
I know she can be a pain in the backside, but the place just wouldn't be the same without her.
She certainly is a character.
Yeah. And after everything that's happened, it doesn't seem fair.
I'm sure Mrs. Temby's done all she can. I mean, she wouldn't be letting her go if she didn't have to.
Hello, can I help you? If you took your earphones. Can I help you?
Rose Foster, I'm here to see Dr. Clay.
Yeah, gotcha. Dr. Clay's running a bit behind. You could see Dr. Veer if you wanted to be seen straight away.
No, thank you. I'll wait for Dr. Clay.
Okay, well, if you're sure, take a seat.
Oh, Dr. Cummington, if you could just bear with me.
This won't take long. I wanted to talk to you about Emma. She's obviously not herself.
Yes, well, it is a difficult thing she has got through.
Which is why we need to put this incident to bed. We need to conduct a proper review. We can't just leave it hanging.
It is still very raw. Oh, we need to proceed sensitively. I was hoping to go and see Dr. Reed this
With
afternoon.
all due respect, I've already discussed it with the other partners, and we agree that you have too much on your plate as it is. And besides, it really needs to be a doctor to make the assessment.
Quick, yes,
So
but I'm
that's
not...
all settled then. Leave it with me.
But...
So, you seem well, Rose.
I feel it. At least I think I feel it.
Any more dark moods?
Not until this morning. Oh, what's bothering you?
A bit of a headache, that's all. Who's the doctor here?
Oh, sorry.
How are you sleeping?
Much better?
Okay. Well, I think it's time that we consider lowering your dosage of antidepressant. I'll give you a prescription for 4 weeks. Does that sound okay? How are the coping strategies? You managing to get out more?
Not exactly. But I have made a new friend.
Have you seen the report on hospital referral rates? It is not in my office.
Well, I haven't moved it, if that's what you're suggesting.
No, I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just wondering if you have seen it, that is all.
Well, despite what everybody thinks, actually lost property isn't in my job description. I just hope whoever you've got to replace me is amenable to sitting on top of a pile of lost gloves and forgotten umbrellas.
I am looking for a report, not an umbrella.
Well, that's the same principle, isn't it? I'm just saying, I haven't got a thing for other people's bits and pieces. I'm not a secretarial magpie.
Look, Miss Pittman...
Actually, I'm quite busy here.
Right, well, I'll see you both next week. Come in.
Good morning, Dr. Reed. I just wanted to come and see how you were feeling.
I'm fine. Except for the fact that I'm sick to the back teeth of everybody asking me how I am. It's as bad as when Howard died.
Well, I did not mean to upset you. I just wanted you to feel that you were being supported. Look, at any point during the day you feel that you do not want to treat an infant...
Not this again. I've already had this from Valerie. Yeah, has there been a complaint or something?
Oh, no.
You know, has a yummy mummy been in and said, oh, I don't want the Black Widow doctor treating my precious firstborn?
No, not at all. I just thought that it might help. I obviously misjudged the situation.
Yes. Now, if you don't mind, I have work to do, Mrs. Tembe.
Come in.
You asked to see me.
Yes, Emma, I wanted to apologise for this morning. Daniel and I weren't talking about you, far from it, but given the circumstances, it was insensitive, and I really am sorry.
Is that it?
No.
Right, well, whatever it is, do you want to get on with it?
Lovely morning. Or is it afternoon? I never know which midday counts as.
Well, it is 2 minutes past, so officially afternoon. Not that... I mean, I wasn't watching the clock or anything.
2 minutes past, is it? So that means I made it from Camborne Street in 9 minutes exactly. That's a new personal best.
Very impressive.
I mean, I never go over the speed limit. I just like experimenting with different routes. Silly, really.
Nothing silly in taking pride in your work.
Would you like me to help you unpack?
Only if you've got time.
Oh, I've got a whole extra 2 minutes to play with. There's a few substitutions, I'm afraid. You asked for chopped onions. Never guess what they replaced it with. Back to basics.
Serves me right for being so lazy.
It's time efficient. I mean, you're probably out a lot. What with your boyfriend and...
I haven't got a boyfriend.
Sorry. Lots of fingers.
Good job the eggs weren't in that one.
Well, I always pack them separately. Although, little known fact, if you drop an egg, it's actually good luck. Unless, of course, it doesn't break.
Oh, I've never heard that one before.
Well, it's not so much a fact, it's just something my granny taught me.
I like it. More good luck that way.
Victoria sponge?
Don't tell me. They've sent self-raising flour and a recipe book instead.
You asked for a small one, and they've supersized it.
That is a ginormous cake, even for me.
Oh, and you know those biscuits you like? They were on offer, so I took the liberty and popped an extra packet in for you.
Thanks.
I guess I should be on my way then.
Unless, I mean, I'm never going to finish all that cake by myself, so I wondered if you'd like to stay and share some with me.
Be delighted.
We all understand how difficult it must have been for you these past few weeks.
Oh, do you?
Which is exactly why we think it's important that we conduct a proper review into what happened to baby Nicholas, just so that we can all learn from it and move on. Excuse me. Sorry.
Am I under investigation?
No, not at all. We just want to establish exactly what happened so that we can ascertain what maybe could be done differently in the future.
Right.
I know that raking over all of this is the last thing you want to be doing, so why don't we get on with it?
Thanks for the tea. Sorry I've got to rush off. I don't mean to, it's just that...
Personal best to achieve?
Exactly.
Is everything all right?
Fine, fine. I was just going to ask, maybe we could do this again. If they send us a big enough cake.
I'd like that.
Or maybe, you know, if you're not too busy, and I totally understand if you're too busy, but if you're not too busy, then...
Ronnie?
Oh,
Ronnie?
I'm sorry, I don't know what's come over me. I feel...
Pressure. Tightening.
Please, help! Please! Please help me! I can't breathe! Something's happening!
Rose, what's wrong?
Please! I can't... Rose! Rose!
Tell me about your first impressions of Rhiannon.
I believed that she wanted the best for her child. We talked about her first baby and how she had felt overwhelmed by the demands of motherhood. I didn't think that made her a monster.
And the social workers' insights, they didn't change your mind?
I wasn't there to give an opinion about the child that had already been taken away. I was there to take care of her and him. Nicholas.
It's okay.
When he was born, I know it's a cliche, but you never stop being surprised, do you, at how tiny tiny they are, how fragile. And then that night...
Okay, let's just one step at a time. Let's just go back. Shortly after Nicholas was born, you sought out a Kafka's children's guardian on behalf of Rhiannon, is that right? So can you tell me a bit about what motivated you to do that?
I saw a woman who was doing everything she possibly could to protect her unborn child, even though they were going to take it away regardless. Everything she was doing antenatally pointed to a conscientious and loving mother. I wanted to help her. You can understand that, can't you?
Yes, I can. So, tell me about the night that Nicholas was found.
Are you okay? Don't touch me.
Finally.
Sorry?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Hollins. I was expecting someone else.
Oh, is now not a good time? I wanted to talk about Valerie.
Yes, now is fine.
Okay, so I can't stand by and watch her being treated badly.
No one is treating Miss Pittman badly. It really is not personal.
But it is personal, because it's not just anybody, it's Valerie.
I am sure that Miss Pittman will be able to find another position, and I intend to give her glowing references.
See, Valerie knows these surgeries like the back of her hand and experiences everything on reception. Unless you've forgotten that.
Now, that is not fair.
I'm not sacking Valerie.
No one is sacking Miss Pittman. Look, I appreciate your passion, but my hands are tied.
See, I was thinking, why don't we cut out the agency and employ her directly? I mean, it's happened all the time when I was temping.
Yes, well, things are different now. Miss Pittman's contract clearly stipulates that if we were to employ her ourselves, then we would have to pay the agency an enormous finder's fee, and we simply cannot afford it.
Well, you pay peanuts, you get monkeys. Since when did money come before patient care?
Mrs. Hollins.
Oh, I've got to go.
Mrs. Hollins.
I'd like you to think back over the case as a whole now. Were there times when you felt overwhelmed by the responsibility?
Zara, I've been a doctor for 20 years. Never stops being overwhelming. I mean, that's the job, isn't it? That's what we're dealing with, life and death.
And do you feel that your colleagues were there to support you? I'm so sorry. Oh, I really must actually get this. Hello? Marion, hi, yes. Marion? Yes, I am actually at work now. Why, what's happened? What's wrong with Joe? Carpet cleaner? Poster paint? No, actually, that was rather an expensive rug. Hello? I'm surprised she isn't phoning to tell me that he's overdosed on sugar. Right, where were we?
You were asking me if I felt supported.
Yes, that's right. And you were telling me that you felt overwhelmed by the
But I
responsibility.
didn't say that exactly.
And did you reach out to your colleagues for support?
I spoke to Rumour.
But none of the doctors?
No, look, I wasn't on some lone wolf, one-woman crusade, if that's what you're implying.
I'm not implying anything. Look, I know this is difficult, but we are really nearly at the end, okay?
It's just I feel that
I'm sorry.
Okay, Rose. Rose, just try and stay calm, okay? I need you to talk to me. I need you to tell me what happened.
Stabbing pain just here. I just left him there. I had to.
Okay.
I couldn't.
Deep breaths, slowly. Who are you talking about? Who did you leave?
I just left him there. He couldn't breathe. I couldn't.
Rose, I need you to focus on breathing deeply. Look at me. We're going to breathe in slowly, okay? In, out, nice and slow. Again, in nice and slow as you can. Out, gently. One more. Okay. That's it. Okay. Is there someone injured? Is that what you're trying to...
Ronnie, I just left him there.
Okay, look, you can stay here as long as you need to. This Ronnie, is he with someone? Is he being looked after?
My neighbour.
Come in.
Sorry. I've just spoken to the driver, and he said that she just stepped out. He managed to stop in time. He didn't hit her.
Okay, well, that makes more sense. Actually, I think it's someone else is hurt.
Well, I didn't see anybody else.
It's complicated. Leave it with me.
This is the fourth time I have called you today. Yes, I appreciate that he is a very busy man, but you must also appreciate that if this paperwork is not completed, then I will lose my buyer. Fine, but just get him to call me as soon as he becomes available. Thank you. What can I do for you, Dr. Carter?
I just wanted to talk to you about Valerie.
For the last time, I have not sacked Miss Pittman.
I know, but it's quite a tricky situation. I know Valerie can be quite testing and has a predilection for using 40 words when 4 will do, but she's a jolly good receptionist.
No one is disputing Miss Pittman's ability, but we cannot possibly employ her at the rate the agency is charging. You, of all people, should understand this. You were a partner. You know how difficult these decisions are.
I know we've discussed budgets, but at the end of the day, people must come first. That's the sort of place the mill is. Surely there's something you can do.
I think that's about everything.
Don't you want to take my fingerprints?
No one's looking to place blame.
Aren't they?
This is about the practice as a whole. Trying to find out what we can learn and then move on. So, I'm going to write up my notes and I will send a copy over to you. And you can read over them, and if you agree that they represent an accurate record of everything we discussed today, we can agree to put this behind us. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, I think that's enough talking, thank you.
Yes, I am aware of your policy, but given the extenuating circumstances, I just thought that you might consider... No, of course we are not asking you to do this for everyone. We are asking you because of our relationship with Miss Pitt. Yeah, I am aware that you need to do your budget, but so do we. Right, well, thank you. Thank you. What now?
I just thought you might want this. Don't worry, I won't bother you anymore.
Much better, thank you.
Karen told me that you asked her to call you a cab. Are you sure you feel up to going home?
I feel fine. Silly, but fine. I completely wasted your time, I'm so sorry.
No need to apologise.
I just thought maybe if I could just get to you, then you'd be able to help. There's no one else who understands.
Look, Rose, I am happy to help you in whatever way I can. And I'm sure there are plenty of other people who would also help you if they knew. And what about Ronnie, this friend you were talking about, the one who was helping you feel better?
He isn't my friend anymore. I abandoned him. He never speaks to me again.
That's not how friendship works, though, is it? Our friends get angry with each other, and then they apologise, and then they move on. But he can't do that unless he knows what he's forgiven you for, so maybe you should tell him the truth.
Never had a friend before, not really.
When you say friend, do you mean partner?
I tried once. I couldn't tell who was touching who, where his feelings ended and mine began. I'm making it sound romantic, but it's not. It's terrifying.
Love is terrifying.
Who hurt you?
We're not talking about me, are we? I think you should talk to Ronnie. Even if you're not ready to tell him who you really are, you should tell him how you feel.
What's the point? Who's going to love a freak like me?
Well, we're all freaks when it comes to love. Yep.
taxi's here.
I'm on my way. Thanks very much for everything.
Just think about what I said, yeah.
Googling kittens again?
No, it's nothing.
It's your mother, isn't it?
How'd it go with them?
Oh, I'll fill you in later. I need to go and speak to her again first.
Come in.
The notes. I've read through them and I'm absolutely certain that there's no implication of wrongdoing on your part.
Well, thank you.
Well, you don't need to thank me.
Oh, no, but I mean, to be absolved by Saint Zara, wow.
Honestly, Emma, there is no pleasing you, is there? Well, if you think wallowing's going to help, then you just carry right on.
You.
I understand if you don't want to see me.
You just left. At first I thought you were hurt too, but you couldn't have been. I had a heart attack. How could you do this to me?
I'm sorry. I know I can't do anything to make it up to you, but I brought these.
Like I said, I'm a heart patient.
Sorry. Stupid idea.
I know I'm just the guy who brings the shopping, but I thought we got on.
We did. We do.
So why?
I was frightened.
I thought I was dying. Time's up. And then there was this moment where I told myself it's okay. For once I wasn't on my own because I was with you. Stupid.
You know, you said when you thought that I was hurt too. Well, I was.
That isn't possible.
I'm not saying it was the same pain, but I felt it here. Crushing pressure.
You're taking the mickey.
It's hard to explain. I have this condition. Mirror touch synesthesia.
Mirror what?
It's a neurological condition.
Is it dangerous?
No, it's not an illness. It's just my brain is wired differently. I feel things. I hyper-empathise.
I don't understand.
You know, if you watch a film and you see someone's injured and you sort of wince, that happens to me all the time. When someone's touched, I feel it.
Even now?
The scratchiness of the sheets, the throb of the drip in your arm, cold tingle, fear.
You feel that too?
When someone's happy, then I hear music. And if someone's angry, it's this red, hot thud.
That's incredible.
I can't cope with fear or pain. I'm sorry.
How long have you had it?
Most of my life. I used to think everyone felt it, but then I was watching this horror film at university and it literally felt like I was being tortured. My housemates made me go to the doctors and they prescribed some medication that dulled the sensations for a while. Eventually I found the right specialist for my diagnosis.
So there are many people that have this?
Mirror touch synesthesia. It's very rare, but there are forums, networks, that kind of thing. Even there I'm a bit of a freak. More sensitive, more easily overwhelmed.
Never really fitted in either. Maybe it's something we could work on. Together.
Why would you want to waste your time on a misfit like me?
Not a misfit. I mean, it's a gift. It's like something out of a superhero movie.
Hardly.
No, I mean it. You know, how many people would love to know exactly what somebody else is feeling? How many people would want to get inside someone else's head?
It isn't exactly like that.
So tell me what it's like.
You wouldn't believe the humiliation that I have been subjected to.
I had hoped that Dr. Carmichael would have handled the situation with a little more sensitivity.
Hang on a minute. You knew about this? Was that your idea?
No, not exactly. Please take a seat.
Yeah, I'm not some child that's been sent to the head mistress, Mrs. Tenby. You know, all day I have been patronised and undermined.
If you have felt like that, then I can only apologize.
Are you going to answer that?
No. No, this is far more important. Look, you are obviously experiencing some difficult emotions. Look, what can we do to support you? Perhaps you should reconsider counselling. It will help you to process what you have experienced.
What I've experienced? A child died, and it could have been avoided. You know, if I had had more time, more resources...
We all wish the circumstances were different.
Yes, well, wishing it is one thing, isn't it? But where was the support when I needed it, I mean, oh no, you were too busy, weren't you, with your new office and contacting your suppliers?
Dr. Reed, I did offer you support.
Well, it didn't feel like it. You know, if Howard was here instead of you, if Howard was still here, then none of this would have happened.
Good talk to me.
He's fine. We both are.
I bet they're excited. Mum is insane.
Why are you doing this, Marion?
I'm not sure I know what you mean.
You really will not be happy until this entire household is transported back to the 1950s.
You all right?
Yeah, just one of those contraction things. Here's baby number 1.
Hello.
Oh.
Well, she's really moving around.
It's Judgment Day for Podge, while the community of Red Rock